So I didn't want to start off September on a negative note, but in this video, guys, we're going to go over the reality of the matter, which is the fact that September is a terrible month for the stock market, historically speaking. So in this video, we're going to go over the September effect, how the markets do usually on average in the month of September, and we'll break down what I'm looking to do, my thoughts, the charts here, all that good stuff. You guys know the deal. But before we do that, feel free to hit the like button, feel free to subscribe as well, and to follow me on Twitter, guys, at StotsSurFest or Stocks Talk Stocks. Either one you type in, you'll find me on there. And while you're at it, you might as well get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000, with one of those stocks being either Tesla stock or Google stock, depending on how much money you deposit onto the account. So check out the details, link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's talk about how bad September is historically for the markets. And by the way, right now is September 1st, so happy September, guys. You know, hopefully everybody had a great August, and it's crazy how the summer now is slowly winding down. I'm not sure exactly what the last day of summer is. Depending on where you live, of course. I know Australia, it's completely different over there. But here in the U.S., I'm not sure when the last day of summer is. But guys, in my book, when it's the end of August, it's the end of summer. I don't know about you guys, but that's the way I'm looking at it. But either way, look, today on September 1st, believe it or not, the markets are doing very well, especially the Russell, guys, up 1.4%. We have the NASDAQ up 0.25%. The S&P's up 0.5%. And so is the Dow. The Dow's up over 0.5%, as the VIX now is down 3%. So it looks like we're off to a pretty good start here in September, guys. And again, September is not a great month historically, and obviously we have the entire month to go still. But yeah, right now off to a pretty good start, as it is about 10:25 a.m. So we're almost an hour into the session today. So yeah, SPY's up on the day, triple Q, the whole 9 yards in terms of all these indexes here. And maybe we'll loop back around later in the video, but now I want to talk to you guys about what the September effect is, how the markets do in September, and what you could expect. And of course, nothing's guaranteed. Just because overall September is not a great month for the markets, it doesn't mean that this September right now in 2023 is going to be a bloodbath. It doesn't mean that necessarily. In fact, we could have a great month in September in 2023 for all we know, guys. Time will tell. Time will tell. I'm not a future teller, or I can't tell the future. Can you? I don't know. If you can, let me know down below in the comments. So understanding the September effect, you guys can see up here from 1928 through 2021. So we're talking 93 years. The S&P 500 index has averaged a decline during the month of September. You heard that right. From 1928 to 2021. In September, the S&P 500, the 508, whatever it is, largest publicly traded companies in the U.S., they have averaged a decline. You heard that right. And this is, however, an average observed over many almost nearly a century at this point. And September is certainly not the worst month of stock market trading every year. What is the worst month? Is it April? I feel like it's April. I forget though. I have to go double check that. There's an interesting website that shows you all the numbers. I probably should have pulled that up before this. Either way, we're not going to focus on that in this video. You just have to realize September is one of the worst months. It may not be the worst, but it is one of the worst, right? And you can see here, for some years, actually, funny enough, September has been among the best performing months, but we're talking an average over nearly 100 years, right? And the average for the return is negative, but the median, believe it or not, has turned positive. Recently, I believe the median return for that month has turned positive. I'm not sure when that actually happened. But overall, forget median. If we're looking at average over, a long period of time, it is negative, right? And while the September effect might present a market anomaly in the sense that it violates the assumption of market efficiency, the effect is not overwhelming, and more importantly, is not predictive in any useful sense. You have to realize that, right? So it's not like, it's August, markets are doing very well, and you're like, all right, September's coming around. Literally right now, it's the same thing. September's here. It's coming around, the full month of September. I'm just going to go buy puts because of the September effect, right? It's like, nah, guys, you can't do that, but you have to realize It's important to keep your eyes open to it being one of the worst months. It doesn't mean that you have to just go and act on it every year and just load your portfolio on puts or anything like that. So be careful. And for instance, look at this. This is interesting here. If an individual had bet against September over the last, well, I guess this goes against what I just said, but if an individual had bet against September over the last 100 years, that individual would have made an overall profit. But that's, if you lived over the past 100 years and you bet every single September, which nobody out there has done that, right? That's impossible. But who knows? Maybe that'd be an interesting experiment. Let's say for the next 5 years here from 2023 to 2028, why don't we just all load up on puts and just see what the heck happens, right? I'm just kidding, guys. Don't do that, please. I might do that. Hey, I might do that with my own money. But you guys, you have to do your own research, as always. And I'm probably not even going to do it. Either way, look, on average, if we're going back to 1928 up until now, this shows you, I believe this is NASDAQ, the NASDAQ or NASDAQ.com, right? You can see here percentage-wise, going back to 1928, the S&P 500's average decline in September is only 1.1, and there goes my watch, only 1.1%. That's pretty bad, only 1.1%. But either way, so that's the concrete number, 1.1% on average decline in September. And you guys saw, if I go back over here to the charts, not the S&P, but the Russell today alone is up over 1%. And who knows, by the looks of it, we're green across the board. Maybe the S&P starts coming back and, maybe that goes up over 1%. It's up 0.5% now. Maybe it goes up 1%. I don't know. But either way, guys, look, September, worst month, or not the worst month, one of the worst months. I actually want to look up now. I'm curious. What is the worst month for the stock market? I'm going to look this up on Google, guys. Give me a second. Well, Google here says it's September. Maybe it is September. I don't know. I feel like April sounds familiar as well for being a terrible month. Yeah, I'm right. Oh, July. Yep, July as well. So, look, July is down, let's see, 1.7% on average. I'm not sure how long that is, though, from what point. But, yeah, July is bad. April's bad. December's not the best. So, either way, guys, look, what I'm doing right now is not anything different. That's the thing. Maybe trading is going to be a little bit different for me in the month of September, but when it comes to my long-term investing, I could care less if September is a bad month, a good month, an average month. I'm still going to be investing, whether it's individual stocks, maybe not for sure. I'm going to buy a bunch of individual stocks in September. We'll see how the markets look. But I am definitely going to be buying ETFs in September. I'm definitely adding to my VTI like I do every single month, which is a core holding, right? I'm definitely going to be buying more XLE, which is an energy ETF that I've been buying. For sure going to buy more VXUS, which is an international ETF. These are names that I buy pretty consistently, maybe not so much XLE. That's one that I recently started buying more. I've held it for years, but I've just been adding more to it recently. But consistently I'm buying VXUS, VTI, what's another one? Pretty much those two, really, when it comes to ETFs, then a bunch of other individual stocks. But again, with individual stocks, I don't like dollar cost averaging every month, no matter what. It's more like, all right, is it undervalued? Is it more frothy? Am I looking to trim or, hold, right? There's more thought that goes into it, whereas ETFs are like, all right, I'm buying wherever the heck it's at. I don't give a crap, right? That's the way I'm looking at it for the long term, that is. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to get up to 16 stocks from Moomoo, guys, each up to $2,000. It is free money, I'm telling you all. And if you don't like the platform, which I'm pretty sure you will like the platform, if you don't like it, though, you can take out all your deposits and you keep all your free stocks, guys. And one of those stocks, depending on how much money you deposit, is guaranteed to be either Google stock or Tesla stock. So check out all the details, link down below, or just go to stocksarefest.com/Moomoo. Get your free stocks. I appreciate you all, as always, as that is an affiliate link and it helps out the channel. Again, I appreciate you all. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.